Alright, listen, before the video even starts, I just gotta say, I'm so sorry that the audio is off just a little bit. I've tried to fix it in editing as best as I can, but my Logitech cam, for whatever reason, just doesn't like to properly record audio, so I gotta get that out of the way now because I like things to be perfect, and it's not perfect, and it's bothering me, and I'm sure it's gonna bother you, so I'm sorry. Enjoy the video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Battlefront video here on my channel today. Before we even get started, I'd like to ask you to please ignore my Rudolph nose. Swear to God, I've never had an acne problem in my life, and now that I decide to put my face on the internet, shit starts popping off. But in all seriousness, today we're actually going to be talking about the possibility of us receiving a Battlefront 3 in 2021, so very, very soon. There are some new rumors that are circulating around the internet, and there are actually some new facts that are circulating around the internet as well that's stirring up some motion in the community and giving us a little bit more hope. But with that out of the way, I would like to ask you to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking my video down below. I've been loving getting to talk to all my new subscribers. We're so close to 100, and I'm looking forward to getting to meet all of the new ones here in the near future. Again, thank you so much for any support you decide to show me, and let's get into the video. Okay, so earlier today, or I guess at the time I'm recording this video, I don't know when this is going to go up. I'm going to try to get it out as soon as possible. Anyways, just at this current moment, Ben Walk actually came out on Twitter and said that he is already working on his next project, his next game, and this next game is rumored to be another Star Wars game that is going to release alongside of Battlefield 2021. Now, there are a lot of new Star Wars games circulating around right now. We have, Project Maverick and all that, which is supposedly a flight simulator. This game that he is talking about is rumored to be something completely different. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this is potentially a Battlefront 3 is because it would really make sense for it to be a Battlefront 3, or at least a Battlefront spin-off. And you have to keep in mind that last year, I believe EA and DICE were actually going to make a Battlefront spin-off game, but Criterion and EA Vancouver, they pretty much just dipped on the project. I don't know, you're going to have to fact check me on that. This video actually isn't scripted, so I'm kind of just pulling all this information off of memory. But there was a spin-off planned, and everything kind of just fell through. So the reason why this being a Battlefront 3, or at least a Battlefront type of game, why that would make so much sense is because if you think about it, when we got Battlefront 2015, we also got Battlefield 1 around the same time, and then when we got Battlefront 2, we also got Battlefield 5 around the same time. So getting Battlefield 2021 with another game alongside with it really would make sense, and getting another Battlefront installment out in 2021 would also make a lot of financial sense for DICE and EA. I mean, considering the amount of support that the community is throwing towards EA right now and Battlefront 2, it wouldn't make any financial sense for them not to come out with another installment. And the reason why 2021 would also be a good time for them to release a Star Wars game is because they would have 2 years until 2023, when their Star Wars license expires, to pump out content and additional things for that Star Wars game. We would get another Star Wars game and another 2 years of support, similar to the way we got support for Battlefront 2. It all kind of just lines up. Now, obviously, you need to take everything you hear with a grain of salt, including this video, because nobody knows for certain if it's actually a Battlefront 3 game. It may not even be titled Battlefront 3. Like I said before, it may be a Battlefront spin-off. They might not want to return to, I guess, the Battlefront franchise. Maybe they just want to rebrand it with a new name or something, and that's why there's no information on a new quote-unquote Battlefront game. We don't know. And that's probably one of the scariest times in the Star Wars community, is when everything is silent and we don't have information. That's the biggest, I think the most amount of fear in this community comes from the moments when we lack information and developers are silent and everything just is falling apart. And just because everything is silent doesn't mean it's falling apart. We're getting this new information now, and what we're receiving could potentially be a Battlefront game, and none of us thought we were going to be getting a Battlefront 3 for a long time. Now, again, I don't know if this is Battlefront 3. Nobody does. But what I'm telling you is that I am confident in saying that we will be getting another installment in the Battlefront franchise, or at least another game that is in a Battlefront style, a Star Wars sandbox kind of style. I really, with all my heart, do not believe that we're going to have to wait another 8 to 10 years for a different game development studio to pick up the Battlefront series again. We may have to wait 3 to 5 years or something like that, or again, this secret project could potentially be it next year in 2021. We don't know. And to be completely honest with you, if we have to wait another 3 to 5 years to get a kick-ass Battlefront game, the Battlefront game that we have all been wanting, I'll do the time. And I think a lot of you would agree with me when I say that, and I know there's a lot of people in the community who obviously want Battlefront 2 support to just be continued and for the idea of Battlefront 3 to just be thrown away, and I absolutely get that. That makes sense to me as well, but I think financially for DICE, it would make more sense to start from scratch with the Battlefront 3. Regardless of what ends up happening, let me know what you all think of what Ben Walk said on Twitter in the description down below, and tell me if you think we are going to be getting a Battlefront 3 next year, never, or in 5 to 10 years. I'm really curious to hear all of your guys' opinions, considering the fact that, again, we're just missing so much information right now. I'm curious to see what kind of thoughts are flowing through the community at the moment. But again, I hope you all have enjoyed this quick update video on Battlefront 3. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video down below. It really would mean the world to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Other than that, that's going to do it for this video. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys, and take care.